Thank you for joining me once again. My name is Chris Lutanga and I hope you enjoyed the intro. I'm going to be talking about something specific that I use to shoot that intro. This lens has been my go-to lens everywhere I've gone. I sometimes carried that only lens when I was shooting events, and it was magic. It was absolutely beautiful. Everything about the intro, I shot it specifically because I wanted you to see how incredible this lens is. It allows you to do lots of beautiful things. So before I unveil this lens, it is the Almighty in all its glory, in all its this is the absolute beauty. This is probably one of my best lenses. This is the 50mm f1.4, the EF for the EF mount, and it is beautiful. Everything that I've shot with this lens I have loved. I have shot with this lens on a festival. It's the only lens that I trusted. I carried two lenses. I carried the 17-40 and then I carried the 50, and honestly, having this lens would make you feel so comfortable that you wouldn't want to buy another lens. Because one, you can shoot in low light for as much as you want. I personally hate flash and strobe lights and beaming these things in front of people, especially when you're shooting, let's say, a wedding, you're shooting an event. If you're shooting something, a live event, you're not allowed to shoot using flashes. So you cannot shoot. I mean, you can't stand in front of a DJ and then shoot a flash in front of the DJ. I mean, because of my very beautiful camera and the capability that it has in low light, the ISOs that I can clamp on for as much as I want, combined with this lens, I think that's the perfect gear that anyone would ever ask for. If someone asked me what should I carry when I'm going to shoot an event, if it's a night event, definitely I'll ask you to carry this lens because of its wide aperture. You forget. I mean, let me show you some of the images that I've shot with this, and I've had no light in there, and you think that I had light. One, look at this image. I thought that there is no way I'm going to achieve this type of lighting in this image, and it is beautiful. It actually looks like someone had an extra light on there, but I didn't have any light and it was dark. And this here had no light. And look at how beautiful these images are. Well, to me, I don't know about you. The beauty of this lens is that it allows you to achieve focal distances or focal lengths that are in between the sweet spots. What I would call the sweet spots will be probably between an 80 and about a 40, 35, 30. So to me, those are my sweet spots. So it's slotting right in between my sweet spots. It makes it one of my perfect lenses because with it you can take a wider shot and it can look wide. You can take a portrait and it can look really beautiful, and it also doesn't have distortion in the image, so it makes it really beautiful lens. The bokeh that comes out of this lens is insanely beautiful. I think in my camera bag I would have this lens all the time. Every time I go to shoot an event or a photo shoot, I'll carry this lens. This lens is so beautiful, it makes me cry. It is very beautiful to shoot with video. I shoot it with video a lot because one, again, it's light. When I'm shooting handheld, which I do shoot a lot, it's not too heavy. My camera is heavy already, and when I put this lens on, it allows me to freely shoot and for as long as I want. This is the lens that I shot with Body of Brand at night. There was no light and it pulled out really beautiful. It's a bit pricey. It's about $350, I think, or $345 to get this lens, which is about the cost of rent and a few other months of food. But it's a very beautiful lens, and I promise you, once you grab it, you never let go. Thank you so much, MistyMoon Mountain, for making this video possible. MistyMoon Mountain is a small boutique publishing house based in Australia. It's published a number of books designed to expand your thinking and consciousness. I've read books like How to Find Your Missing Beat and As Reality Dissolves, which have expanded my whole thinking and also opened me to think about life in a very, very different spectrum. So go down and check them out. I'll leave a link in the description below. All right, with that said, I want to go out and probably see if I can jump onto random people and maybe take portraits of them using the 50mm lens, and then come back, look at these images and see what's happening. All right, so I just parked here. I am gonna close the door. I got my 50 with me and it's on this camera, but I'm gonna take it off and then I'm gonna use the Mark II, the 1DX. I try and shoot as much as I can on the Mark II on the 1DX because you never know, I might upgrade to the Mark III, who knows? And yeah, so it's a bit weird and people might feel a bit creeped out of me taking their images. People are not used to that, I guess. They could be nervous. I'm taking my camera out. I don't want to leave my camera here in the car because of issues. So people are not used to people taking their images, I guess. And I think I'm also feeling a bit weird asking people to take their photos. But let's see what happens. There is an Askari here who I might start with, take their image, then walk down to the streets with people. Kampala is a bit buzzing today on a Friday, bars already open. Oh, just a very, very beautiful car. Oh, look at it. It's amazing. Man. Yeah, so let's just jump right into it. I think I have my car key. Yeah, hope I didn't lock it in the car. Yeah, so I think let's jump into it. Got my camera, got my car key. So let's start talking to people. Okola ne bani? Abakasasiro? Aha, kale.
Tudde kupitina time kuba polisi manyina kote tetogomba kudde batsabamba tegana matale kange mwana muwote kapasajja bigambo nina doko awotedera zifuba sajjoti sina kimbulako nakulira kukwata simekako ne bakten boost bane pakako sirinze mu bekonze nsirako balumbye mu kyalikombe ekireko wabulundi mubire somutwe omukulu mu mawulire be bali banyoma mutuwulire nerijjako nga spider kubukireyo amhuman Alex Fizo. What's up?
Go singer. So yeah, I came back into my Lightroom and I started playing out with the images. So especially this was my first image of the Askari, so you can see the tiny little adjustments I did here where I was working on the orange saturation that was all over, that was caused by this reflector that he was wearing. Then came desaturated some of the orange, took it out of it, dealt with the blacks in the image, compensated for these highlights here, and also worked on his overall highlights. I did a bit of clarity on his skin to just get more extra detail in his skin, which looked very, very, very good. Though to the small clarity that I pulled out, so you can see out of camera, it's pretty sharp, but also just adding that extra layer of details kind of brings everything in nice and tight. So I moved on to girl, and this was the white image that I later did a small cropping, and yeah, you can see also the orange that I pulled back a bit, compressed, that I pulled back a bit, did a bit of color grading with this image, and yeah, I just wanted to see how much I could push this image further. So I wasn't really going for any style or mood. I was just photographing people on the street that gave me the permission to photograph them. Some said yes and others said no, and so as we moved forward, sort again with this model here, very beautiful smile. Overall it was a very warm image, and then I think on the right is what kinda the day was really like for me, and in real life this is how his skin tones are, and yeah, just reduced the warmth out of that image. I didn't like the warmth so much, and I like this other image much better. So I did kind of similar to all these images here, and I think this was my favorite. I love this guy so much. He was really cool, probably one of the coolest people I've seen in a very long time. If he sees this video, I really want to photograph him so badly in this outfit. He's so cool. So yeah, this girl was also very beautiful and amazing. So thank you to everyone that let me photograph you on the street. I knew how weird it felt for me trying to approach them, but I also know how freaked out they were to begin with, and then they let me do it. So I did more images, and yeah, I'm going to leave a link in the description below to the Instagram where I'm going to catalog some of these images for you to have a look. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll sign out now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm very excited to be on the journey to start making YouTube videos for people that are trying to get into photography and are wondering which gear to use. So if you're a new photographer, or if you know someone that is just starting out in photography, recommend this channel to them. Maybe they can learn something new out of this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, go below and subscribe to this YouTube channel so I can get to make more of these videos. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video. Keep creating, and I'll see you soon. Bye.